One of the top points of discussion during the 2023 season was the gap in performance between Max Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez. While Max failed to finish on the podium just once in 22 races, Checo failed to get on the podium 13 times during the same period. Max's previous teammate and current Williams driver Alex Albon has made a few interesting observations while appearing on the High Performance podcast. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, better than Sergio Perez, Alex Albon. Albon started off by looking back at his time as Max Verstappen's teammate in 2020. Max was qualifying 3rd or 4th, sometimes even 5th, sometimes finishing races generally 3rd or 4th. So then I would be maybe 3 or 4 tenths off of him in some races. That would put me 12th, 11th, and they were disastrous. He implied that his successor Sergio Perez was even slower the following year. But the year after, I feel shy or awkward to say this, the car was 1st or 2nd almost every race. Lewis and Max are fighting for the title, and Checo was 4th or 3rd or 5th. But the gap between Max was actually, in most cases, bigger than it was when I was Max's teammate. He then suggested that his stint at Red Bull should not be discredited. And so I just kind of had this I was like, well, he's not having, he's a replacement to me. But people shouldn't discredit it as much as bad a year as it was. He signed off by making a firm claim. I was still, in reflection, better than the 2 previous teammates, or the teammate he has currently and the teammate he had before me. Fast feed. FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem feels that former FIA race director Michael Massey went through hell, and if I see there is an opportunity that the FIA needs and Michael Massey is the right person, I will bring him. Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso highlighted that this is Formula 1, this is not a charity event. We have to have the pressure and deliver. 5th in the Constructors hurts a little bit because I think we were better than that. Retired F1 driver and pundit Martin Brundle pointed out that Max Verstappen was feisty and a little wild as a teenager when first racing in F1. But he sorted that out and is mostly a model of calm out on track now, and as fair as anybody else when it comes to hard racing. I don't understand why he's still seen as the villain, but the fans will make up their own minds. AlphaTauri's Daniel Ricciardo feels that teammate Yuki Tsunoda has stepped up a lot and kind of proved himself. The team has a lot of faith in me, and I think they still see me as a Red Bull driver and the results I had, and not as a McLaren driver and the results I had, so we're all in a good place. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff concedes that Red Bull started these regulations in 2022 with a massive advantage and was able to maintain it. We have a lot of respect for the achievement of the engineering side and the driver. Beating them under the current regulations is against the odds, that's clear. Do you think that Max Verstappen has a villainous image? And if so, is it warranted? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.